Hello everybody. There's a lot of questions out there. If God is good, why do we have so many problems? If God is good, why do we have so many different kinds of suffering and hardship that the people in the world are experiencing? I'm sure you have thoughts like that, right? But how do we answer this question? Is God good? If He is good, then all must be good. So, looks like everything is bad, so the conclusion is God must be bad. Well, is that a fair conclusion? Is that a right way of concluding something that is happening around us or even in our own life? We need to ask that question. Well, let me give you an illustration. Imagine a woman from Russia and a woman from Ukraine. They have sent both their husbands to war. And let's say that both their husbands are soldiers and they are both at war. So, the woman from Russia, she is a Christian. And the woman in the Ukraine, she is also a Christian. And they are both praying in their different parts of their world, "Oh God, please keep my husband safe and bring him back safely." Now the war is raging and they do receive occasional news from their husband, but then there was a long period of silence, and the next thing that they hear is that the husband who is in Russia fighting against Ukraine was killed and he died. But the husband who went to fight from Ukraine, but he's alive. So he's coming home. What will the wife in Ukraine say? Because the husband is coming home. She will say, "Oh God, thank you. You are so good because you protected my husband." What do you think will the wife in Russia say? "Oh God, you are so bad. You let my husband die." Is that what she's going to say? And even if she said that, does that mean that that statement is true and fair? Well, the way people are saying, if God is good, why is it that we have so many problems in the world? When they make an assumption like that or a statement like that, it proves to show that if something good happened, then God is good. Something bad happened, then God is bad. So will the wife in Ukraine rejoice and say, "Yay, my husband is back. We're going to throw a big party and oh, God is so good." But the wife in Russia, what's she going to do because her husband is dead, killed in the war? Now, the question is, do we make a conclusion about God based solely on our circumstances? Do we do that? Because every day our circumstances can be good, bad, good, bad. But we cannot make a conclusion about who God is and how good God is based on our circumstances. Who are we to say God is bad because our circumstances turns out to be bad? Come on everyone, let's be fair at least to God. Let's be clear in our thinking, because we cannot translate a certain situation and deemed it as bad because it turned out to be bad for us. Well, that same situation could be good for someone else. And in that scenario, we equate all of this has to be pointing back to God because He is the one who has created all this problem. Well, why is that so? Well, back to the question. Do we see God is good only when our circumstances is good? Do we see God bad because our circumstances are bad? Then I think it is a false assumption, number one, and it is also a false equation, because we cannot make an equation like that because it does not really support the truth of the matter behind what is happening. Look, in one country, there are many people experiencing good. But at the same country, there are many who are experiencing bad. And they all could be Christians. Can we say that God is good here and good, not good there? How do we do that? It is wrong to equate that God is good or bad based on our circumstances. Who are we? We are just humans. Because we cannot understand many things the way God does things, we tend to see God, define who God is, and see what He is doing in this world based on our circumstances. No, we cannot. Because that's the wrong way of seeing who God is. So I pray that we will see God good, not based on our circumstances, but on His character. And what is God's character? Well, we'll learn more as we come back again. But remember, in closing, we cannot see God is good or bad based on our circumstances, which may be good today, bad tomorrow, but we must see God as good or bad. Well, He's not bad. We can only see who God is based on His character. Well, I pray that this will help you to get a grip of your faith and your trust and your confidence that God is always good and our circumstances should never define who He is. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day and keep growing in Jesus and stay strong and stay safe.